Okay, everyone, how you doing? Welcome to Grabbing Liquid FX, the power of liquidity. Liquidity grabs have become my go-to move when looking at getting into the market, filling IPA. And so I wanted to look at this price action from this week on Euro USD. We have this established high that was created Monday at 4 a.m. during London session. That just pushed down during the day, and we come down to Monday at 10:45 a.m. I'm on a 15-minute time frame, and so we have price action moving up and down all week. There's some great moves in here, but you just have to know what to look for and where to get in. I have two indicators that I like to use. I like to use this Asian session indicator, and I like to use this imbalance finder to show me where imbalances are, because as you can see, there's small imbalances sometimes that you can miss, and so I like to see where all the imbalance is at, because I know that price likes to draw on imbalance and on liquidity. Like here, price was drawn on to this imbalance, but at the same time it was drawn onto liquidity. So we come into Tuesday and we have this new established high just peeking over above this high here. And so when I'm getting ready to go to bed Wednesday, because my alarm, I have an alarm set at 10 a.m. to tell me to get ready to go to bed, otherwise I'll play video games or Division 2 or Age of Empires all night. So around this time, I'm getting ready to shut it down and go to bed. And so right before I go to bed, I go ahead and draw this trend line. I put my little liquid sign there. I look and see where prices has drawn on liquidity and dropped real quick. Basically, I've been watching this price action all week, but I'm just reevaluating before I go to bed. It's 10 o'clock. I make sure I understand that we have an established low and a new established high, and I go get into bed, right? Really, I'm in the bed about right now, right there. I missed this candle at 10:30. I'm upstairs, trying not to wake my wife up and get in bed, because you don't know what it's like to wake in sleeping bear. No, I'm just kidding. But price pushes during the rest of Asian, feels a little imbalance, comes down, and then we have London session starting. So you have this push down during London. You have this accumulation, really, this accumulation during the end of Asian session. You know, we have this push up all through the Asian session, starting at 7:30 p.m. 7:30 to 9 o'clock is nice hours during Asian. Sometimes it wasn't as good here, but you know, every once in a while you'll catch a nice run on Asian session. And so I usually don't trade this session, but you know, sometimes you feel like, man, that was a nice move, you missed out. But anyway, you have this small market structure shift right here during London session. Right now I am asleep. It's 2:15 a.m. There's things I do during the day. I work and all those kind of things, and so you know, I'm asleep. And so price pushes, boom, push again, and then we have this push up during at 3 a.m. Now, what I know about 3 a.m. in London is that equity comes into the market, right? And so we have this push down and this strong push up. This strong push up takes out the high that was established 10 o'clock Tuesday, right? So we have this push up taking out this small high, right? Creating a new high for today. And then it is 3:15. I am still asleep. Price pushes down. We have a market structure shift here. 3:15, 4:15. I'm still asleep. Okay, what time is this? 6 a.m. 6 a.m. my alarm goes off. We have another market structure shift. We have another push up, right? This high is protecting price. This is a new high for today. This is protected. 6 a.m. my alarm goes off. My alarm is on my phone. I grab my phone. I shut down the alarm because I'm trying not to wake my wife up again, right? And so not trying to wake my wife up again, I immediately look at my phone and I see what price is doing. And so we have this small double bottom right here. Price comes in, takes out this double bottom, creates some imbalance. 6 a.m. 6:15. I'm in the bathroom, doing the things that I do in the bathroom, brush my teeth, getting myself together, look myself in the mirror, using the bathroom, and then I'm coming down the steps. So it's 6:30, 6:45, I'm coming down the steps. I go immediately into the kitchen. I make a cup of coffee. Price is coming down, feeling the imbalance that was created during the Asian session. So you have this. You know, in my early days, I may have woken up and seen this and chased this price. I mean, like when you don't realize what you're doing in the market, and you see a strong move like this, seeing that price has, because retail traders teach this. Once price breaks structure, it's time to get in. And so, understanding where I come from and how much I've learned. Realizing that I used to jump into trades right here. My alarm would go off. I'd see this. I may immediately go to my MT4 and jump into a trade and wonder why price would flip on me immediately. Within 15-20 minutes, price flips on me. And the reason why is because it comes down into this imbalance. It fills this imbalance. Price is efficient. Price will cover itself, right? And so me understanding that now and realizing that we have this market structure shift, my coffee is made, I'm in front of the computer right here. I understand that we have this market structure shift. I understand we have this breaker structure and we have this feeling of imbalance that's about to happen. So what I immediately do when I sit down in front of the computer, I get out my Fibonacci. I mark off the 50%. I see where the 50% is. I see this area here. There was a double bottom. Understanding that this is a break and retest area, and we see this, right? We see this. We see price get weak here. Now, even in my earlier days of looking into smart money, I may have taken this trade. As a sale, like, oh, price is weak here. I'm getting into this, but me growing and learning and losing, right? Because sometimes some of us just don't learn by instruction only. We have to find out for ourselves. And so because of losing so much, I realized that I'd rather have a premium price, right? And I understand that these highs are protected. So I don't expect price to go past this imbalance right here. This is the premium price. This is what I'm targeting. And so I'm setting my, I'm covering the 1 pip spread, and I'm targeting this liquidity, right? What I like to do, because I trade other pairs also, I trade EU, EA, AU, GU, GJ, and EuroCAD. And so what I like to do, I like to set alarms underneath the 50%. So I would set an alarm underneath the 50% right here. So as price begin to approach, and then I would go on to the other pairs and start evaluating those pairs also. And so as price begins to push up, boom, as this would come up right here in the middle of this imbalance, I would be triggered to come back to EU right here. Now I don't do limit orders. I don't do buy orders. I don't do any of those things. I do market execution. I like to be involved in my trades. I like to be present in my trades. And so I would trigger myself in right now. Most definitely, 100%, I would be in this trade. And so boom, price pushes down. Like precision. Look at this. Precision price action. And the reason why is because price is efficient. Price comes back up into this imbalance, fills this imbalance, comes high above premium pricing. We have the perfect scenario, the perfect storm. We have this order block that comes up. We have a protected high. We have all these short-term highs and intermediate highs floating in between each other. We have the equilibrium of Asian being taken care of. We have market structure shift, push up, market structure shift, push up, break of structure. All this happens while I'm asleep. Perfect scenario for me to wake up to. As I wake up to this situation, I'm barely awake at 7 a.m. Alarm goes off at 6. 7 a.m. I'm here. I see the price up, pushing up. I get my Fibonacci out. I set the trade. boom, I'm in money at this point. I am in money. We had already covered 35 pips at this trade. We are already at a 1 to 5 to 1 ratio on this trade. But my target is not this liquidity, Asian liquidity. My target is not yesterday's liquidity. My target is Monday's liquidity. And so because my target is still Monday's liquidity here, I have to make sure that I'm patient in this situation. Because what you have to understand, at this candle right here, this candle is so powerful that it's going to leave more imbalance. All right, we have small imbalance here, and it's going to definitely leave more imbalance. And so because it leaves more imbalance, I have to be careful with this trade. I don't want to lose the 5 to 1 that I already got, but I'm willing to risk it for this almost 9 to 1 RR trade. And so price creates this imbalance. It pushes up into that imbalance just a little bit. So we want to cover that imbalance that's already been covered. So price pushes, it pushes up again just a little bit, right? And now it looks like it's coming for that imbalance. And it is 9 a.m. And at 9 a.m., between 9 and 10, I understand that price likes to reverse. Price likes to come back and fill in balance. And so because my target is here, I'm willing to risk this trade. A lot of times what I do is I like to take partials also. I may take partials, but this time I didn't. I was focused on this whole trade. And so what you have to understand is that price has generated liquidity in the market again, right? And so because price has generated liquidity, I want to make sure, excuse me, y'all. I want to make sure that I identify this liquidity that's in the market, right? And so I'm willing to sacrifice this because I understand that this is a magnet and this is a magnet, and price is just being efficient, trying to fill imbalance right here, right? And so my anticipation on this trade, even though I was already at a 5 to 1, because this is what we really look for in the market, a 5 to 1 scenario. And so because we're looking for a 5 to 1 scenario, a lot of people would be satisfied, but understanding that there's more liquidity in the market, understanding that more liquidity was just created in the market, understanding that there was liquidity that was created on Monday, right? I'm looking for this. This has made a new high. These highs were established. Price had pushed down, came up. It's telling me that it's coming this way, right? And so if I get to this imbalance, if I get this imbalance covered and price does not take out this high, then I know more without a doubt that we're pushing back down. We're pushing back down. We have another market structure shift. Price is just repeating what has already happened throughout the day. And so let's look what happens. We don't even go towards it. We break. We take out this this generated liquidity immediately, and we push down into this OB here. We push down into this order block there, and so we push, creating a little bit of imbalance there. It is now 9:30. Equity is entering in the market. We have just taken out this low, and coming in to fill this little bit of imbalance that was left from Tuesday. I mean, price is so efficient. Like, if you don't understand why it wicked, the only reason why it wicked is because it grabbed liquidity and it filled imbalance. And so now that that's happened, boom, price pushes up. Now I'm feeling again like, man, I was hoping that we could finish this trade right away, seeing this strong candle that was pushing down, seeing this liquidity, thinking that we would only fill this little bit of liquidity and then continue on down. But price pushes up, and this is where a lot of people start making decisions, right? You can make a decision to say, I don't want to go all the way back up there just to get down here. Like, this is 11 pips and this is 24 pips. Do you want to sacrifice 24 pips for 11 pips? A lot of times people would say no, but this is my target. And on a large scale, we still have imbalance down here. I'm not targeting this imbalance for today, understanding that EU doesn't move that fast. So this was my target for today, and I'm sticking to my bias. And so as price comes up here, let's extend this fair value gap a little bit. I'm thinking, man, we're going for this, and I'm going to make the risk. I'm taking the risk, but price doesn't go. It starts to push back down, and as price starts to push back down, price dances around during the afternoon, creates this traffic jam here is what I like to call it. Creates more imbalance, pushes down. I'm very strong that we're about to take out and hit, boom, TP. Now, a new low has just been established, right? We just took out Monday's low. A new low has been established. Boom. Look at this. Price pushes up. It is 245, right? I don't like to take trades after 11 a.m., right? Especially between noon, 11 to 12. Sometimes I stretch into 12 o'clock. I don't like to take trades around that time because I understand a lot of times, this kind of price action happens around this time. But me seeing this after TP was hit, because of course you understand there was alarm here, and so as price pushed up so aggressively, and we have these highs, these highs being taken out, understand that the imbalance was filled here. I was very interested, right? I was extremely interested, right? So we come down to that wick, we have this imbalance, and being that I'm interested in this trade, I'm starting to monitor again, right? Now, most people would say, why wouldn't you be satisfied? But I was satisfied. But what you have to understand is that price presented an opportunity to me. And so because price presented an opportunity to me, I was looking to get involved in it. And so we see this, okay? So small imbalance was filled there, right? So we have to pull down, we have to take care of that imbalance, right? And so I'm expecting that if price comes into this area here and fills this imbalance but does not create a low, then we're going to fill this imbalance. We can't forget about this imbalance for today. This fair value gap is still present from the day. And so price pushes, creates this small imbalance, pushes down, being supported by this down candle right here. Price pushes, consolidates during Asian, the beginning of Asian, right here at 7:15. We had a push right here, 7:45. Right, price pushes down. I'm like, okay, I'm in. I just finished dinner. I'm in front of the computer, most definitely. This is what I do. I look at the charts. I love trading, and so some people tell me I look at the charts too much, but I'm going somewhere. I love the charts. I love trading. This is more than a hobby to me. This is a true love. And so if price comes into this fair value gap, because what you have to understand, we're always looking for 50%, right? We're always looking for 50%. And so if price gets under 50%, I wanna be involved. Like, I want in, right? And we're targeting this candle right here. Look at this. I'm in. I hit the button. Like, I know I said I don't like to take trades after 11, but when price presents itself so beautifully, like EU is a new love. I stayed away from EU for a long time because I thought that it didn't move well, that it didn't give up enough pips. But understanding risk to reward, understanding percentages, I've fallen in love because in all actuality, SLs are small and wins are much bigger. The RRs are much bigger. Now, even though this is a 3-to-1, and I've already made my money, I'm still getting involved in this, right? And so price just makes a new high. At this point, it is 9 p.m. I'm still awake. Remember, my alarm doesn't go off to 10 to get ready for bed. My bedtime is between 10:30 and 11, and usually it's 11:30, right? And so, boom, what time is this? It is 9:30, 9:15. I'm still awake. I see this right here at 9:45. Now, I contemplate. Let's look at this. This is 25 pips, right? You can take your money there. But I understand that this imbalance has to be filled, right? And so being that this imbalance is filled, I'm still targeting this imbalance right there. Right? I'm not worried about as much as this little bit there as I am this candle here, right? And so what time is it? It is 11 o'clock. Getting ready to go to bed. Move my stop loss to break even. Made my money here, right? Made my money here. And so if this comes down and takes me out and goes on down for the night, that's fine. I missed out on 25 pips. And so I'm in bed. Price dances around, and we tap right into that imbalance while I'm asleep. Taps right into that imbalance. Going to fill this imbalance. I'm targeting that imbalance right there. Boom. Man, listen to this. Sniper entry, sniper exit. Perfect trade. Like, it just doesn't get any better than that. And because the spreads are so low on EU, tap me right out. Tap me right in, tap me right out. And so this was my trade. This was my trade for EU for 2 days. Falling in love with this pair. Spreads are low. Doesn't move as much as GJ or EA, but it's very efficient. Price is very efficient, fills and balances perfectly, and waking up the next day, understanding that it's CPI. What time is it? CPI is at 8:30. I wake up at 6. I see this price action. I come downstairs, 6:45. Man, it's good to go to bed to money, wake up to money. Price dances around during CPI, and we had a good, stressless Friday. And so this is the week on EA. We have Sunday's price action. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Perfect. A higher time frame, this looks extremely messy. Like, who wants to be involved in this, right? Who wants to be involved on that on a daily time frame? Who wants to be involved on that on a 4-hour time frame? Let me turn this Asian session off. Who wants to be involved in this price action? No one wants to be involved in that. But when you come down to the 15-minute and you see moves like this, when you wake up to this, it's perfect. Perfect price action. Perfect. Like, there was no way I wasn't getting involved in this. And so what I like for you to do, thank you for joining me. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, ring that bell, and stay connected to Grabbing Liquid FX. You have a good night.